Well, the other shoe's finally dropped. BlockFi filed for bankruptcy. Let's dive into this. BlockFi files for bankruptcy and sues Sam Bankman-Fried on the same day. That's right. We are starting with the end of the story, and we are going to go backwards. We're gonna kind of show how we got to this point, and we're also going to show how you cannot trust the influencers. There's no such thing as the top of the funnel, and all there is a bunch of marketers that are freaking fleecing the noobs and the people who are willing to separate themselves from their Bitcoin for very minor gains. And in most cases, they're not even realized gains. Anyways, here we go. Cryptocurrency lender BlockFi filed for bankruptcy on Monday, and a few hours later sued Sam Bankman-Fried investment firm for withholding Robinhood stock it promised as collateral. BlockFi was bailed out by SBF back in June with a $250 million promised. Crickets. Never got that money. Anyways, with SBF's crypto exchange FTX bankrupt, BlockFi's exposure to the firm could be as high as $4 to $5 billion. BlockFi said on Monday that SBF's investment firm Alameda Research had defaulted on $680 million in collateralized loans, which we showed already 2 weeks ago at the beginning of the month. BlockFi's complaint states that just a few days before FTX went bankrupt, on November 9th, SBF's investment from Emergent Fidelity Technologies guaranteed payment obligations of an unnamed borrower by pledging common stock as security. This unnamed borrower is Alameda. The common stock in question is SBF's 7.6% stake in investing app Robinhood. However, SBF was reportedly trying to sell his shares after pledging them to BlockFi. This guy has no shame. No shame. Anyways, BlockFi further mentioned EFT's broker, ED&F Man Capital Markets, in the lawsuit for refusing to transfer the collateral to BlockFi. All right. So this obviously sounds terrible, and it is. Okay, make no mistake, this is awful. Like as we said at the beginning of this clip, we knew that there was going to be more fallout from the FTX implosion, and the bigger exchanges all started to scramble to attempt to create the narrative that they are solvent. And of course, in the last week, we've seen this incredible push for proof of reserves, which the acronym is POR, which sounds like poor. Anyways, I'll let you guys do whatever you want with that one. But let's go back to this BlockFi stuff. So a long time ago, back in 2021, here's a tweet from Anthony Pompliano, right? And as people know, Anthony has a podcast and has been shilling BlockFi for well over 2 years. So let's go take a look at this tweet from 2021. I think BlockFi will be one of the most important companies in the world. Retweet if you agree. Okay, sounds good. Yep, one of the most important companies in the world. Right? So 2021, everything was looking great. Right? And then we saw the infamous video that we've all made fun of, the BlockFi rocket ship, right? Get on board. Going to the moon. Yeah, those were good times. Those were good times. Shout out to Corn DeLorean, because I thought this tweet was absolutely hilarious, and it encompasses the BlockFi mess and the stupidity that we have with these influencers. Okay, this is exactly the problem. Let's take a look at this tweet. Here we go. Corn DeLorean, I found the wrecked part. All right, what is he talking about? Here we go. Okay, so here's a tweet from Peter McCormack, right? This is February 25th, 2021, and he was also shilling BlockFi, right? People may remember that he was touting that the BlockFi interest that he was earning was paying for his Aston Martin, right? And to the average, ignorant noob, they see this person living well, they think, hey, I can do that too. I can go and invest in this platform also. So here we go. Peter McCormack. Can someone check my Lambo math? Get a BlockFi loan for $200K, 8 BTC deposit. Wrecked. Pay 4.5% APR interest, $9K. Buy Rad Lambo. Open interest accounts, deposit 16 BTC, 33K interest per year. Interest covers loan and depreciation. Free Lambo. And Jameson Lopp said it great right here. You forgot the wrecked part. Where is the wrecked part? And that was in 2021. And indeed, we found the wrecked part, right? And the wrecked part is right now, where BlockFi files for bankruptcy. And that means no more Lambo. No more Lambo at all. So you see, people like Pedro, they've got hundreds of thousands of people watching their videos. So it's very lucrative for them to sell you a service like this. It's extremely lucrative for him, and it's extremely lucrative for BlockFi to get all those eyeballs. These people are grifting you of your Bitcoin, okay? For minor percentage points. If you zoom out, Bitcoin goes up an average of 200% a year. If you span that out over a 4-year, a 6-year span, a 10-year span. So what these companies do is they trick you. They trick you out of that. They don't even talk about Bitcoin's long-term growth. They want you to focus on the very near-term growth. And so these very small percentages, they sound very good because, hey, you're getting this every month. In some cases, you're getting this every week. I've seen some of these products that pay it out to you daily, this interest, okay? What they're doing is they are incentivizing you to separate yourself from your Bitcoin. That's all they are doing, okay? That's all this is. It's a grift to separate you from your Bitcoin for minor interest. And in this particular case with BlockFi, the people who got wrecked, they didn't even get to really have that interest back. Now, let's move on to the final piece of this story, which is the latest and greatest grift. That's right. The latest and greatest grift is Binance releases proof of reserve system. Guys, this is the next bullshit narrative to separate you from your Bitcoin, okay? And what they're going to do is they're going to continue to offer these yield products, right? But these yield products, they're going to be much more secure because now there's proof of reserves. But make no mistake, if you do not have the keys, it is not your coin. It doesn't matter the proof of reserves that Binance has. It doesn't matter the proof of reserves that anybody has. This is bullshit so that you feel and we feel trust in these people. This is crap. Once we feel trust, we are more willing to separate ourselves from the most finite, most important asset that humankind has ever seen. Once you recognize that, there's none of these little shitty percentage points are going to make a difference. Okay? So zoom out. These guys are all a bunch of fucking grifters. Don't get scammed for minor percentage points. Zoom out. Bitcoin is the only real game in town.